Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the WZ1112V2. Now, when this tank was first released, I made a review on the tank and it was pretty much, it's just another 122mm, nothing exciting, and I'm not going to get the tank. But when it was last for sale, I think it come for around 10,000 gold. I had the gold on my account and I had nothing else to spend it on. I was saving up for the T22, which in the end I gave up, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to buy the tank. And you know what? I really am glad I did. So this video, we're not, the tank's not for sale, it's not back. I'm just really taking a second look at the tank, and it's a fantastic Chinese heavy. It's not got the pike nose, it's pretty much flat on the front, same pretty much as the Glacial, and it can side scrape like a beast. I'm really enjoying this tank. I've only played it, I think, these battles, we've got 3 battles for you today, and all 3 are literally back to back. So this is my first battle in the tank, and the next one's my second battle, and the next one's the third. So here we are on Port Bay. So it is supremacy. We have capped base C. The enemy have capped base A, and they are trying to cap base B. So I want to go and stop that cap. And it is the Persian. So we do manage to take him out. And here we find a lot of the enemy team: the KV3, the Tiger, the SP1C, sorry, and the IS5. So we're going to concentrate on the SP1C because we can deal a little bit of damage to him with the HE. He is now a one-shot. So the bottom plate on this tank is quite weak because it's flat, so I definitely recommend, if you're going directly to a tank, just to angle your tank up so you're not looking directly in front of the tank, so they can easily get your bottom plate. So I know that there is a Tiger 2 around me, but I want to take care of that IS5 just to help my teammates. There is a couple of teammates there. Now he is gone. It's just 2 tanks left, which is this Tiger and a KV3, so we can now deal with this Tiger. Face hugging is good, side scraping is good, the armor hold down is really good. The armor altogether is such a good tank, and I can't believe that my first, when I first reviewed the tank, it was just like, just another 122mm, which it is, but for some reason I'm just enjoying this a lot more than a lot of the other 122mm. Maybe I'm playing it differently to them, I'm side scraping more, I don't know. But this battle, we've bounced 1300 damage, we're going to get 3200 damage. And now our team is 6 against this poor KV3. I'm not able to get the final shot in. I think our challenger, maybe. Yes, he takes him out. So I do finish on 3 kills, 84,000 credits. So it's a nice little credit earner. We do get a first class. So I was just like, man, my first battle, and it is a first class. So it's only 1100 XP. So it's getting a first class for that. I thought, you know what, it can't be too difficult to ace this tank. So next up, we are on Yamata Harbour, and again with this tank, when it's high tier, it can really deal some damage, and it can really get some blocked damage. I can't really tell you how good it is against tier 9s because I haven't actually had that many battles to start facing tier 9. But Yamata Harbour, it is again supremacy, so I'm going to push base B because I have some protection. I can go hold down, I can side scrape, and it's really a good position for a tank like this. Now, E25 decides to push as far forward as he possibly can, and you can see I'm getting side bounces there from my right side. I have the ELC to my left, I have some tanks to my right, and I have the E25 down the middle. So I don't really want to pay attention to the right side because they are the heavy tanks. They're the tanks, if the tanks that are going to pen me and deal damage, they are going to be the tanks to do that. So I want to push around to my left where the medium tanks are, tanks with not great penetration. The E25 we are going to now spot back in the TD position, which he probably should have been in the first place instead of rushing in the middle. So we're going to get a shot into him, and now he is a one shot. So it's now 6 on 5. There's a couple of one shots there. There goes the T69. The E25 is a one shot also. So we're just going to push around. We also now have a heavy tank, which is the T29. to our right. So we need to get up. We can just about get enough gun depression to get his bottom plate, but there is also an ISU 122S that is in front of me, and now there is 2 heavy tanks behind me. So there goes the E25, and now I just really want to focus on hiding from this ISU 122. We're going to get one shot into him. He's now down to low hit points, and now we're just going to focus on this EXP, who's got a great gun, great armor, but luckily for me, he decides to rush around, and he's now exposing his side armor, and he decides to shoot me with, was it HE? I think he shot me, but he should be facing me. He should be face hugging me all day long instead of... but he's still getting the pen, but we are doing the damage into him as well. And I think we're just about to reload before him, and we can just take him out before he gets us. Now, here comes the T29. Luckily, we back up literally just as the T29 is about to shoot us. We do have my team. I do probably need a bounce unless my team shoot him, and we managed to take him out. So again, it wasn't as really good as the first one. We end up with a second class, 3,200 damage. But we're going to keep trying. We are now on Castilla, and again, we are top tier. And it is supremacy. So the enemy, they have 1 medium and 1 light tank, and they have a few heavy tanks. So I don't want to rush into C. I just want to sit around this rock here, this area here, just to see if we can get some tanks spotted. And straight away we spot the enemy IS-5, who we do manage to get a bounce from, and we do manage to penetrate him. We do have to use the heat just to guarantee the pen, and that's what I mean. From distance especially, this tank is such a hard tank to penetrate. And now here comes the VK101P. So we get a nice, again, we get a nice side shot there into the IS-5, and now they are lower hit points. We've bounced 800 damage. Still wary of the VK that are there, and 2 TDs that are spotted that we do need to be careful of. So I'm not just going to rush just yet. I'm going to wait. You can see now there is 2 other tanks that is spotted. There is the Comet and the AMX. And now the VK is up there, so I'm spotted again. So we're just going to wait. We're not going to rush him. We know now if the Comet's this side, there is no one around. Well, there shouldn't be anyone around by A, but there is. And none of my team are there. So we know that there is at least 1 tank around by A. But there's quite a few tanks around this area. So I don't want to just rush him. We are a tank down now. I just want to play the patient game, which is the game that I hardly ever play. Normally I just sit here and think, you know, I'm going to go. And now we have spotted the Comet. We don't want him to cap the base or go anywhere near the cap, and I block 640 damage. So that is from one of the TDs. So because I blocked that, I now know that one of the TDs is on a full reload, so I can now reposition my tank. We get a nice shot there in on the IS-5, putting him down to a 1 shot, and now I'm in a different position. So I'm in a position now where I can start spotting to see if there is any other tanks here. The Bulldog that capped base A has now been gone, and now we get lucky because the VK100 pretty much did what I normally do, get bored and decide to rush in. But he now finds himself in a sticky situation. He's now down to a 1 shot, and we can shoot his hatch and clear him. So now that makes it a lot easier for us. There's only 4 tanks left alive. There is the IS-5 that is a 1 shot. There is the RHM Borzik that is very low hit points. And now we have spotted the J Panther on the enemy team. So now we know where both TDs are. We can pretty much just rush in. The J Panther backs up, so I can't no longer get any more shots on him. So we're just going to rush forward. We have the HE loaded for the Borzik because we know he is there. 520 damage, and luckily we spot him before we properly go round the corner. So we can shoot him, and we can now back up around the corner until we are just about reloaded, and we can now rush in. There's only 2 tanks here. That is pretty much both a 1 shot. So we can use heat on a Borzik. Why not? Why wouldn't you use heat? The heat wasn't meant for him. The heat was actually meant for the IS-5. But I had the shot and I wanted the kill and I wanted to take him out, so I didn't want to use that time in trying to switch ammos. We just shot and we just wanted to take him out. So now it just leaves that J Panther that we spotted earlier. It's 5 against 1. No problem whatsoever. He is full hit points. We have bounced 1800 damage this game. We've now on our way to 3k damage, and we are hoping, if you look at the minimap, there is my team that are quite a distance away, which is good for me because it means I can grab myself some more damage. So luckily for me, the J Panther is hiding behind the building from the tanks to my left, and we can just get some damage here. Now we are bouncing him, he's bouncing us, but we now have 3 cap points as well. We are just racking up the block damage, 3,500. He is now damaging us, he is doing damage, but he's now a one shot, so we can just rush forward. We're not going to wait for the reload, and we are going to ram him. Unfortunately, we only do 30 damage, and we can clear him whilst we get 1,000 supremacy points. So 4,000 damage, we get the steel wall, top gun, high caliber, and we get the ace on my 3rd battle. And I really am enjoying this tank. If it comes cheaper than 10k gold, I'd definitely recommend the tank. It's an enjoyable tank, and it really is a fun tank to play. So I'm Meadsy69. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you soon. Bye bye.